As Randolph said to Mortimer, or Mortimer said to Randolph, that can't be right. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update, and that can't be right. Another rip-your-face-off rally that actually held control all day, and I think that it took us to levels where we said yesterday 24.5 in the Dow was a sale, 26.60 in the S&P. That was about the failure point in both of them, so I don't think it should be any surprise. We were looking for those numbers. They came, we sold, they went down. Now, again, they're still up, and of course, this is a very interesting action, typical of markets that are topping, and of course, we continue to see the trend lower, so we're not going to change our overall overview here. We think that the markets have put in the top, and we're looking for opportunities to sell them, which they came today. I did not expect to see this kind of rally, and it was interesting. Midday, we had a pretty good solid break, and then we went all the way back up and made new highs before breaking again. But at the end of it, you know, there's a lot of things that look awfully quirky here, okay? As I texted out today, something smells fishy. The VIX was too strong for as strong as the market was. The bonds were too strong for as strong as the market was. And gold was too strong for the strength of the market. So again, it doesn't smell right. It doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't pass the smell test. But again, we're not going to do anything about it. We're going to watch for those levels that we're looking to sell, and that's really what we're looking for. But it's funny, on my Monday night call, I said I'd like to buy BUBBA at 170. Well, it opened, everything gapped higher that I was potentially going to buy. So, but it was interesting that the markets continue to push higher, and of course, one of the things I find very troubling, as I find the pundits in the news media really irritating and aggravating the you-know-what out of me. When they continue to talk about these trade wars. Ping came out overnight and said there's basically not going to be a trade war. Not to mention the fact that the grain markets are higher than they were before the trade war talk started. So we're up more from the trade war talk than we are from the USDA report, which was a crock anyways. I think that this is something that we have to understand and we have to look into and realize to follow the money and follow the charts, not listen to what the pundits have to say on TV, because they don't have any idea of what they're talking about. I mean, there's a lot more of it, and I don't want to name names yet. I may eventually, but not today. I give it one more day so I can cool off, because I was taught not to speak too fast but I'm really irritated. If you can go check my Twitter feed, you'll know who I'm whining about. In the meantime, grains were a little bit, they were actually mixed. Soybeans were higher, but from where they were to where they closed, I would consider grains lower across the board. We tried to rally up and broke. Corn was pretty much flat, but again, I would consider it lower. Same in the meats. But again, in the meats, this is bottoming action that I would, like we're looking at topping action for the equities. Meats look like they're bottoming. A lot of volatility, a lot of false starts. But in the meantime, we keep holding higher lows. So again, I'm looking to be a buyer of grains on a pullback, and I'm looking to be a buyer of meats on a pullback. I think we go higher in here. I think the overall thing is, if I were looking at things to do, I'd look to be a seller of bonds at some point. I'd like to be a seller of the euro currency, buyer of meats, buyer of grains, you know, as I'm looking forward, and if I can find the right levels. I mean, it doesn't mean jump in there now and buy it. It means look for the right spots. Bitcoin remains, again, in very bottoming type of action. It goes down, kind of settles back up, and kind of churns. It doesn't do a lot. So the cryptos look like they're okay as well. So I think the big picture here is the markets, in my opinion, are topping. In my opinion, they're very volatile. These rip-your-face-off rallies need to be sold. We got good levels. I think 24.5 and 26.60 are still solid levels to look at. I think if you look at the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ future, I'd be looking at somewhere, I think about 66.60 would be a level that I'd look to sell in there. But at the end of the day, I think there's a lot going on, all indicating that things should be heading the other way. And if you look at some of the outside markets that do a little bit correlate and typically work as fear assets, they're showing a lot more fear than the markets are going up. So keep an eye on that. That'll do it for today. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Remember to check out highschoolinvesting.com. If you want to help us out, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Also, don't forget to get the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at LibertyTalk.fm. And of course, today we had on Anthony Scaramucci. So if you didn't hear that show, go download it at LibertyTalk.fm. This is the Bubba Show, the Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same station. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.